belong together.
And only one more question. When it comes to Mayweather and this McGregor fight, I know how everybody feels about it, certainly how you feel, but is your objection more that they've been talking about stealing the date from you or trying to preempt you by a week? Would it matter to you if the fight happened in an entirely different part of the year?
No, look, we have our event. We have our event, which is a real fight. Obviously, this is nothing against anybody. It's just this is. I'm standing behind a sport that I dearly love, and that's boxing. And so, you know, you have a UFC fighter who has no experience whatsoever in boxing. Okay, zero. No professional experience, nothing. Wanting to face the best boxer of our generation in his very first fight. I mean, what's going to happen? It's going to be another 12-round snoozer. That's the bottom line. So why? And what's going to happen? People are going to be turned off with boxing once again. So that's my beef. My beef is that I'm coming in as a savior of the sport by making Triple G and Canelo, by making all these great fights, and then you'll have that. It's a step backwards, not a step forward.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. With Oscar De La Hoya, self-described savior of boxing.
And my last question, you know, we got to ask this now. There's a world we're living in, Mayweather versus McGregor. How does that go? How do you see that? Is that kind of a black eye on boxing? Is it good for the sport? What do you think?
Well, question for you, is it a boxing match or
it's a boxing match.
Then Floyd gonna beat his brains out? He gonna box him. I mean, listen, if this kid McGregor can grab and hold and grapple and throw Mayweather on the ground, he can get his brains beat out. Floyd gonna pick him apart. You know, hey, I'd rather see Floyd fight him, make millions of dollars than fight Golovkin and be in a war. Is it good for boxing? No, but it is what it is, and Floyd's Floyd. At least he's bringing some attention back to boxing, and hopefully it brings the fans out. I think Floyd's gonna box his ears off.
yeah. I mean, that's what it's a boxing match. So I mean, you're in his world. Thank you so much, John David Jackson. Appreciate the time. Best of luck to you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Just a big fight rumored right now, Mayweather versus Conor McGregor. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, I don't follow UFC that much, but you know, McGregor is huge, I think, and that's what I've been noticing. It would be huge, but I don't, you know, it's totally different, MMA and boxing, and I'm sure the fight will be a boxing fight. So, you know, I don't think McGregor has any chance against Mayweather, but if it sells, they're gonna do it. You know, it's gonna make them a lot of money. Me personally, don't even think that fight should be sanctioned. You know, because it's two different sports. But it's a business, and it's whatever makes sense when the dollar signs are there. And for Mayweather, that's you know, we know he's smart, and he makes those fights and makes people buy them. You know, we'll probably have a huge fight there.
Freddie Roach said something about that. He got a call from one of Conor's people saying that he needed help with that, and he seemed a little like, well, if he comes, we'll help him. Like, if you got that call from, like, say in this situation, like Conor McGregor saying, hey, can you help me out with the boxing event against Mayweather, do you think you'd really be able to make much of a difference, say, with like 3-4 months prior to the fight?
Look, I told you, it's a business, and that fight's gonna generate a lot of money. So the trainer, the manager, the assistant coach, the conditioning coach, the cutman, everybody's gonna make money. So it would only make sense, you know, to say, why not? You know, let's see what we can do. But it won't be easy. You know, one training camp, you know, against Mayweather. Maybe let's turn pro, start off slowly, and maybe you could do something. But against Mayweather, it's gonna be very hard, man. It's gonna be very hard.
Hey, Robert Garcia, as always, thank you so much for the time.
Do your job, and I will do my job. Manny, what do you think about fighters like Floyd, Canelo, Amir Khan, calling out Conor McGregor, who's an MMA fighter? What do you think about all these fighters wanting to fight an MMA fighter? What is your take on that? MMA fighter?
Yeah, Conor McGregor, everybody's calling him out. Floyd, Canelo, Amir Khan, they all want to fight him. Are you surprised to hear that?
You know, McGregor, he can fight in MMA fight against Floyd Mayweather. But if he's talking about to fight Mayweather in the ring,
boxing, there's no way.
Would you fight him in boxing, Manny? Would you fight Conor McGregor in boxing match? Would you do that?
Of course, if you're MMA fighter, as long as it's rules of boxing.
As long as he can't get you on the ground, right?
But I cannot fight with him in MMA because he knows how to fight MMA. But in boxing,
Is he fight for you if you fight him?
it's like how can you fight a shark in the ocean? If you fight a shark in the dry land.
That's a good analogy, man.
I like that answer.
That's a good analogy. That's a great analogy.
I like that.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Tim, what do you think about Mayweather McGregor, man?
Mayweather, easy, win. Thank you.
Tim, what do you think about Mayweather McGregor, man?
Mayweather, easy, win. Thank you.
Tim, what do you think about Mayweather McGregor, man?
Mayweather, easy, win.